updates, all of this, what's the so much lack of updates for? Oh, it doesn't make sense. There's a lot of updates. There's for outdoor of something of like just fill in the blank right there. But even still with the replication option, however, that's ultimately being spiritually used, spiritual intention, and then hopefully real spiritual utilization thereof. That is still like not even the case. All the hype is unwarranted. It's like the hype is like it doesn't have necessarily like a metaphysical intention or a metaphysical like standing. And even if it did, like would the updates be instilled? Would the outdates be recognized? This hype within the tech field, all of this hype within these innovation seminars and arenas and all these webinars and all this shit, but yet there's so much lack of updates, whether however you use your replication process or not, with whatever, if there's speed all in the innovation field, but there's so much lack of. What is the hype really oozing over the board? How? Who are you actually like leaning on and actually depending on for real technical changes to be made? For real things to actually have recognition that is like a needed change is there, but it's not. So the hype is unwarranted because there's so much lack of updates, and it was kind of choppy here, but it's like that it doesn't make sense. Like how is it? How could you really call yourself an expert if the mastery is still it's still a gap to be filled, or it's still like something to be filled, like like something's not being filled, so it's not there's not necessarily a quote unquote expert end quote per se. But that's not to discredit how it has a deeper quote unquote history end quote, a deeper starting point, because the evolution of the digital field, it had to have gone farther than even 100 years back. Even this whole our whole age, we're just passing with it. Who knows how long we're gonna go with it, but I'm just kind of like it's kind of peculiar that all of this hype in the tech field, all of this hype in the innovation field, but there's all of these lack of updates, and there's so much outdates. How